Hello, welcome. Today we are going to be learning about the Earth as a planet. We are going to be learning about the Earth as a planet. The Earth as a planet. In the solar system, there is the sun, and revolving around the sun is the planets. Revolving around the sun is the planets. One of those planets is the Earth. So the solar system is something like this. We have the sun. Then revolving around the sun is the planets, each of them. So these are the planets. They move around the sun in their own path. So you have the Earth, you have Mars, you have Jupiter, you have Saturn, you have Pluto. All of them are planets. So the Earth is one of the planets that revolve around the sun. This is the sun. You have the planets, 9 of them revolving around the sun. So the Earth is one of them. The Earth is one of the planets revolving around the sun. So the world, the Earth we are living in, is one of the planets that revolve around the sun. So the solar system is made up of the Earth and the other planets revolving around the sun. Until recently, it was believed that the Earth was as flat as a table. So in the olden days, people believed that the Earth was flat, because when you're driving, you drive on a flat plane. So based on that very knowledge, people thought that the Earth was flat. But it has been proved that the Earth is spherical. This is the shape of the Earth. The Earth is actually spherical. It is not flat. It is spherical. It has been proved beyond reasonable doubt that the Earth is spherical in shape. It is slightly flattened at the poles. This is the North Pole, and this is the South Pole. The Earth is a little bit flat here. It's flattened at the poles. It's flattened at the poles. To give it a nearly spherical shape, that means that the Earth is not a perfect sphere. It's not a perfect sphere, but it's a sphere that is flattened at the pole. To give it a shape known as geode. So this is actually the shape of the Earth. Geode. So the shape of Earth is geode. So you see, the Earth is actually one of the planets. There are many of the planets. We have the Mars, we have the Pluto, we have the Saturn, we have the Jupiter. There are plenty planets, 9 of them in the solar system. The solar system, the chief in the solar system is the sun. The sun is the chief in the solar system because it is the object at the middle, whereas the rest of the planets revolve around it. The rest of the planets revolve around it. So the Earth is one of the planets in the solar system. The Earth as a planet in the solar system. So the solar system is made up of the sun in the middle with the planets revolving around it. So having looked at this, we will now look at the Earth in the solar system. We'll now look at the Earth in the solar system. The Earth in the solar system. Spacemen have often described the Earth as a beautiful jewel. That's what people that go to the space describe the Earth as. And from the diagram I drew, we have the Earth as a sphere with flattened poles something like this. You have Africa. This is Africa, and this is Nigeria, where we are staying here. Then you have Europe. You have some part of Asia, Middle East. Then you have the South and North America thereabouts. So people that have been traveling in space says that the Earth can be described as a beautiful jewel when seen from the space. So if you're in an aeroplane, or if you fly very high, or using some equipment, you can see the shape of the Earth to be spherical, and you see that the Earth is actually beautiful. The Earth is the only planet which supports existence of plant and animal. For now, the Earth is the only planet. For now, the Earth is the only planet that supports the existence of life. And when we talk about the existence of life, we are talking about the existence of plants and animal. So for now, it has not been proved that there is life in Mars or Neptune or Saturn or Pluto. It is believed now that the Earth is the only planet in the solar system that supports the existence of plants and animals. That's where you can see plants and animals. It takes the Earth about 365 days to complete its orbit. It takes the Earth about 365 days to complete its orbit. What do we mean by this? That it takes the Earth 365 days. It simply means that if this is the sun in the solar system, like I told you, the other planets revolve around the sun. So let's say this is the Earth revolving around this Earth. This is it here, revolving around the sun. The time it takes the Earth to move from here round back to this place is 365 days, and that is 1 year. That is 1 year. It takes the Earth 1 year to revolve round the sun. To start from a particular point and get back to that point again, it takes the Earth 365 days to complete its orbit. The distance between the sun and the Earth is about the distance here between the sun and the Earth. The distance between the sun and the Earth is the distance between the sun and the Earth. Sorry, I had to off my phone, it's ringing. The distance between the sun and the Earth is 148,800,000 kilometers. That's the distance between the sun and the Earth. This very distance here is 148,800,000 kilometers. It has a natural satellite called the Moon, which revolves eastwards round the Earth once in every 27 days. This our Earth has a satellite. Satellite is a smaller object that revolves around a particular planet. So there is a satellite revolving around this planet. Just like the way the Earth is revolving around the sun, there is also a small satellite here that moves around the Earth. So that satellite is known as the Moon. the small object that revolves around the earth, is known as the moon. And it takes the moon 27 days to move from here, revolve around the earth, and get back to this position. 27 days, which is roughly a month. The distance of the earth from the moon is the distance of this earth from the moon that is revolving around it is 384. This very distance is 384,629 kilometers. 384,629 kilometers. So these are the very important facts you need to know about the Earth as a planet in the solar system. The Earth actually supports the existence of plants and animals. That's why we are living here on the Earth. And it takes the Earth about 365 days to move around the sun. This is the sun. It takes the Earth 365 days to move from here and get back to this place, to make a complete revolution around this orbit. 365 days. The distance between the sun and the Earth is 148,800,000. Whereas the distance between the moon and the Earth, which it is revolving around, is 384,692 kilometers. And it takes 27 days for the moon to revolve around the Earth. Very, very important.